Hello, everybody. Welcome. It says this hangout is on the air, so I'm going to assume that you can hear me and see me. Welcome to Lunch with Len. It's Thursday, July 14th, and hey, I'm really glad to see you all here. Bill, Craig, Larry, Chris, welcome aboard. Question for you. Two questions, or maybe two or three questions. Answer me in the chat, please. First question is, are you getting email reminders? I'm really wondering what's going on with webinars on air and the email system and whether people are getting reminders or not, because our attendance in the last couple of 3 weeks has dropped down pretty dramatically by a factor of 2 or better. 2 is, were you on the webinar on MLSP last night? And 3 is, would you folks like to review quickly where these pixels come from and how to get them installed? Got to know I'm having to sign up all the time, okay? I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on with webinars on air. I'm gonna go dig into this and try to figure this out. What I may have to do, I may have to cancel the Lunch with Len registration and redo the page. Long story, I won't bore you with it. I don't know really what's going on. Retargeting pixels. You folks understand retargeting pixels, why it's important and what to do with them and why you should be using them and where to get them and how to install them? Which one's the good idea, Chris? You got tacos out there today? Okay. Go ahead and review. Here we go. Got a vote for review. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go to a screen share. You know what? We're going to have a roundtable discussion anyhow. Why doesn't anybody want who wants to come over and just make sure that you're seeing and hearing everything here once I go to screen share, and then we can bring everyone else over who wants to later on. Anyone who wants to. Who wants to come over now? You done with your tacos, Chris? Bill, Larry, Craig? Watching the chat. I can come. I think we should all go over. Okay, I think we should all go over. Well, let me just bring you over right now. We'll do a quick review of the pixel business, and then we'll have anyone who wants to come over and have. Okay, well, I'll click you on over, Larry. Let's just bring you on over right now, and then we'll have that much done. So let me try to click. Okay, I think I clicked you over. Okay, so Larry and Chris are coming over. Hello, Chris.
Hi.
Hey, hi. Okay, so let me do the pixels, and then we'll come back live. And Larry's on his way over too. And I want you to do the normal right now. Just make sure that everybody can hear and see me. So here we go. Presenting to everyone, screen share, and I'm going to Facebook. So I'm going to assume that you can see my Facebook page right now.
Yes.
Now, what is the interesting thing about retargeting is what is the real purpose of retargeting? In getting ready for tonight's toxic talk, we're going to talk about skin creams tonight. I don't use skin cream. I've never put skin cream or moisturizer on my body, so I don't know much about that stuff. So I simply went out to Amazon yesterday, and I Googled, or Amazon searched for skin cream, and one of the ones. Here, let me kill this chat. This thing is not supposed to be coming up. I thought I had this conversation muted. Okay. I looked at skin creams yesterday, and it just disappeared while I was getting rid of the chat. Let me refresh the page. At any rate, one of the moisturizers, there it is. One of the moisturizers I looked at was this retinol moisturizer, and there it is. It's popping up on my page every time I load the page right now. It pops up right in front of me, and that's coming directly from the fact that I looked at that product on Amazon yesterday. You noticed there it is. Divi. I went out and I looked at Divi a couple weeks ago, and it's showing up every day. That's retargeting, and these guys have gotten really good at it. It used to be only the big guys could do it. Amazon, eBay, and those people could do it, but now everybody can do it. So how do you do retargeting? You put what's called a retargeting pixel on your website, and anyone who visits your website can become a custom audience. Now, last week we talked about how to build a custom audience using audience insights. Now we're going to build it with a retargeting pixel. So step one, where do we get the retargeting pixel? Here we are at the little pull down button here, and we simply go to our ad manager, either manage ads or create ads, doesn't matter, create ads. And my ads manager's loading. And as soon as it gets done thinking, actually, I can probably go there right now. So up here in the upper left-hand corner, we have this menu, which we can now open. And you see sitting in here is pixels. And we click on pixels. And that's it. That is it. Now, there's two things you need to know. First off, here's this pixel ID, and we're going to come back to this in a few minutes. Now, for those of you who were on MLSP's webinar last night, what you may remember is that there were two places where they used the pixel code, but on the MLSP sites, on your website, on MLSP sites, all you need now is the pixel ID. And so we'll come back and look at that in a minute. Where do we find the pixel code? We go to Actions, pull down Actions, View Pixel Code, and there it is. Now, it used to be that Facebook had a couple of different pixels. They've now gone to just one pixel, and you can do everything with one pixel. I'm going to suggest that if you have any old pixels installed anywhere, that you just go clean them out and start with a fresh install, because I've noticed that mine isn't really working right at this point. And I think the part of the problem is in this conversion from the old style 2 pixels to the new pixel, something got lost in the conversion. At any rate, all we have to do is copy the code, link there, click there and copy it. We now have that pixel code copied, full stop. And we don't have to understand it. You don't have to read it. You don't have to care what it says. It doesn't matter. You're done. You got the code. Don't worry about it. So what do we do with it? There are 3 places we want to install it. The first place is MLSP. I'm going to log into MLSP. And everyone on here is an MLSP member. If you're not an MLSP member and you have another website, yeah, there's another way. There's another thing that we need to do. But for those of you who are on here, MLSP, sign in. Now, MLSP has made this easier than it used to be. All you got to do is under My Websites, go to Tracking Settings. Click on it and come down here to Tracking Pixels and paste. And I'm going to save the changes. Now, that pixel is now installed in every MLSP campaign. You don't have to go to individual campaigns anymore and install tracking pixels or conversion pixels and pick which one you're going to install. You don't have to screw with it at all anymore. We're all done. Every MLSP campaign now has that pixel installed in it, and you can build custom audiences. You can track people who go to the campaigns. You can do whatever you want. There's lots of things you can do. Tremendous flexibility in what you can do. So that's the campaigns. Does everybody understand that? Is there any questions?
I'm not seeing any questions over there.
Okay. So let's go. Let me go back a couple pages here. Let me go. Now let's go to Funnelizer. Where's Funnelizer? There's Funnelizer. What we do with Funnelizer. Now, Funnelizer doesn't have quite the simplicity of the campaigns. In Funnelizer, we have to install the code in the individual funnels. Did Funnelizer not, or what did I do? I don't want instructions. I want Funnelizer to open. Funnelizer, did I click, what did I do? What did I do? All right, come on. Funnelizer, let's do this again. I want to open Funnelizer. I clicked on toggle instructions, my bad. Launch MLSP Funnelizer. So I'll give you just one example. Just pick a funnel, any funnel. Here's my, this is a funnel that I've been using to, well, the one you've seen most often recently probably is either Toxic Talks or the Toxic Truth. There's my Toxic Talk funnel, which is running people to the 2 videos. So we edit the funnel. And as soon as the editor gets done loading, which it has done, page properties, right here, page properties and custom tracking, head tracking code. Edit the code, drop in the pixel. There it is. We're all done. That tracking pixel is now installed in that funnel. And all we got to do is save the changes, publish the changes, and that funnel now has the tracking code in it. Questions? Okay. Third and final place. Let me get out of here. You know what? That's the ads manager. What I do? I closed MLSP. Oh, well.
Hey, Len,
Yeah.
remind them that they've got to put it on every single page in Funnelizer.
Right.
So
Yes, every page of every funnel. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Back in MLSP, which I apparently closed. The last, oh, actually, we don't need MLSP now. I need sites. Let's go to my website. MLSP sites, into the admin section, into the dashboard. It's under settings. Under settings, MLSP integration. Okay, settings, MLSP integration, click that. And now here's your original MLSP integration with the API keys. We don't need that. What we need is extra integrations. Extra integrations. And there is the Facebook Pixel ID. Now that is, let's go back to the ads manager. Let me close this. That's this ID right here, the Pixel ID. That's that ID right there. We don't need the whole code. We just need the ID. So we copy that and drop it in the Facebook Pixel ID. And I don't need to save changes because I didn't just put it there, but I did, but it's there. But at any rate, that's what we need to do there. So now that Facebook Pixel ID has now been installed in my website, MLSP sites. So it's that simple to get that pixel installed everywhere. And I would recommend strongly, and I'm not going to do a training now on how to create audiences from the pixel. If we want to do that, if you want to do that, we can schedule that, and I will prepare for it a little bit. Because it gets to be a little bit more complicated, but nevertheless, back to the ads manager, back to audiences, back to audiences. We can create audiences based on their activity. So if I want to create an audience from everybody who visited any of my websites anywhere that would hit that pixel, I can do it. If I want to create an audience for anybody who just went to one of the system campaigns, I can do that. So this is where we go to create audiences. And again, like you said, I'm not going to dig into that today. First off, because it's really a topic all by itself. And, you know, if I'm going to try to train on that a little bit, I want to prepare a little bit because I haven't done it in a while, to be honest with you. So I don't want to waste your time with me screwing around trying to figure out how to do it all. So let me see if I can get back to the Hangout without screwing everything up here. There are two big stop buttons. One is stop the share and the other is stop the broadcast. So let's try to hit the one that says stop the share. Okay. What happened to Larry?
He got kicked out again, so you need to put the thing over there. So everybody can come over.
There's the thing. All right. Anybody who wants to come over is welcome to come over. Okay, now, like I said, even if you're not using custom audiences right now, if you don't know what to do with it, you're not sure what to do with it, I highly recommend that you go ahead and get the Pixel installed, because once you've installed the Pixel, it's going to start building an audience for you. And if you never use it, no harm, no foul. But if you ever want it, you'll have the data. It will track up to 6 months of data, so that anyone who's visited any of your websites, if you put it where I just put it, in MLSP sites, in the funnelizers, in your funnels, and in your system campaigns, then anybody who visits any of those things for 6 months is tracked and put into an audience that you can then build custom audiences out of. You can target everybody. And even for something as simple as boosting a post, you can target a specific audience. You can boost a post to everybody who visited a specific system campaign, for example. So you can run a system campaign and then run an ad or a boosted post to just people who visited that campaign. Okay, now we've all heard oftentimes that it takes, the number seems to have gone up. I keep hearing the number 7 to 10 visits now before people do anything. It used to be 3 to 5, then it was 5 to 7, now it's 7 to 10. I don't know what the right answer is, but it's more than one. People typically would go and they look at something and they bounce off and you never hear from them again. But if you can retarget them and put stuff in front of them, you know, if I were interested in buying that rental and stuff, they might tempt me to go ahead and make a purchase just simply by the fact that they keep putting it in front of my face. If I don't make a purchase, I can't get rid of it. But I was only interested in gathering data for tonight's Toxic Talk webinar. There's Larry. Who else wants to come over and join us? Bill, you got anything you want to talk about today? Craig? Who else is out there? Let me know in the chat if you want to come over. Either that or just click on the link that I put in the chat and come on over.
That's how I did. Every time you send me over, you send me the link, it disappears. It sends me to a blank page. So this is the best way to get me over.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And obviously, I did the same thing for Chris, and she came over. So it obviously works for some people. I don't know why it doesn't work for you.
That's because I'm special.
Well, I know. We know that. We know that. So how's everybody doing? Anybody have anything on their mind today?
You asked me a question on my YouTube video. If you can get sites ranked to use the YouTube cards.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I saw your answer to that this morning. I think YouTube card sounds pretty interesting. Actually, I won't ask you to do that on the spot, but maybe that's something you want to share with us and just go through how to use the YouTube cards. I mean, I know we can all be lazy. We can all read it for ourselves, but you know, we can also be lazy and have you explain it to us.
I see.
Huh?
I see.
Probably not today because we only have 10 minutes left.
I'm on my last taco. I'll be unpictured here in a minute.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Larry? Got anything on your mind here today you want to talk about?
Nah, I'm good.
You're good? I'm good. What's going on out there, guys? Craig? Bill? Anything on your mind?
Come on over, guys.
Let me go. I just clicked Craig. He didn't budge.
Round tables are always fun.
I'm going to click Bill. See if they show up.
Besides, I like being the only girl.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get some more girls in this group.
Well, yeah. You guys gotta help me advertise this thing. Get the word out there. If you're getting value from it, gotta invite people to come. Maybe, hey, Bill. Maybe as we build our teams up here, we'll get more people showing up.
I'm
Bill, how the hell are you?
Hi, Bill.
I'm good.
What's happening in your world?
Same old, same old.
What's the same old, same old?
I'm just working on my Twitter accounts.
How are those going?
They're going pretty good. Are
you getting leads?
I'm getting some.
Okay.
I'm getting leads from Twitter and from Instagram.
Cool. Now, are you getting any conversions?
Well, I've had some conversions, 10-day trials, but after the 10 days, they didn't stay in, so they left.
Did you communicate with him during that 10 days?
Yes. I sent them some emails, but I didn't get any responses, so I don't know what that's all about.
You know what? I've only got 2 examples of this, so I can't claim that it's universal. But what I've done recently, I've added 2 more people to my MLSP team recently, and what I did with them was one of the first things I did is I set up a webinar with them, and we set up their website and their blog. And my thought process behind that is that once they have a website, once they have a blog, and when I say I set up their website, I mean their MLSP sites, of course. My thought process behind that is once they have a blog, they're going to be pretty reluctant to leave. That's a lock, because they can't take it with them.
That makes sense.
And so I started with them. I started with hey, once I got them through the initial training, got their site set up, then I set up a webinar on air, and I walked them through, and we did the whole integration. We integrated the API key into the blog so that they could see that they could pull down the system campaigns, and they could do all that, and we got it all running for them. And they didn't leave. They didn't leave. So that might be. I mean, I know that MLSP has this dropout rate of 2 to 3 months, and it may be that people drop out because nobody gets any help. And if you do that level of support, and it takes a little time. You're gonna invest arguably 2 or 3 hours more or less into the person. But if they stay, I mean, you're getting $100 a month from them if they stay. So,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
In my opinion, it's worth it. Pardon me?
That's a good point.
And the other, go ahead, Bill.
One thing I want to mention is the fact that Social Jukebox or Tweak Jukebox is in beta test right now with their new application, and I'm one of the beta testers on that right now.
Nice.
So what they're doing is they're creating jukeboxes or the linkage into Facebook and to LinkedIn. So I've been setting some stuff up and trying to get my Facebook and LinkedIn stuff running.
This is auto posting
No.
into Facebook.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to post on your personal page, your fan page, and group. Now, what I don't know is what's the definition of a group. You know, ideally, what you'd like to do is post in lots of groups.
Right.
But I don't know how that's working yet because I haven't got my jukeboxes working on groups yet. I'm trying to get where it will post to my fan page. And I've gone back in there and done some work on my LinkedIn account, and I've got a jukebox set up for that too now, so I can post on my page there.
Cool.
But ideally, it's supposed to run automatic just like you do on Twitter now.
Now, I thought Facebook frowned extremely strongly on auto posting.
Well, I did too, but keep in mind that with Twitter, you're not supposed to post the same thing twice. But I've been posting with the jukeboxes. I've been posting the same stuff over and over and over, and I've had no problems.
I use Post Planner for Facebook, and I haven't had any problem with it.
You use what, Larry?
Post Planner?
Oh, yeah, Post Planner, but that's not an auto. That's not really an auto poster.
Well, that's true.
I mean, yeah. I haven't used Post. Does Post Planner still have a free version?
They do.
I haven't used Post Planner in a while. Well, that's interesting, Bill. That would be really interesting if that works for Facebook, because one of the things that I find personally is keeping up with posting 3 to 5 times a day. It just doesn't happen. It's like, I'm sorry, there are only 24 hours in a day, and I just used up 23 of them, so I'm going to go to bed now.
It's tough on Facebook because you're always off reading some other posts or something.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah. So that would be really interesting if we could use it on Facebook and not get our accounts shut down.
Well, actually, you know what, Bill? If you can, when you do get that down, that's something you can show us all what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is, I think when Tim releases the new software, it's going to double in price. So if you're running on a paid version now, you'll be grandfathered forever.
Because it's $9 a month now, I think.
Say again?
I think I'm paying $9 a month now.
No, you're breaking up.
I'd say that's true.
You're breaking up badly, Larry.
All right, well, I just forget it.
Can't understand a word you're saying. Okay. Well, hey, that's good to know, Bill. I think that I'm running the free version of Tweak Jukebox. No. I can't be running the free version. I'm running at least the lowest level paid version because I've got the automatic messages going out, and that you can only have that in the paid version.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah, cool. That's good to know. All righty, Larry, do you want to try again? Okay. Because we couldn't understand you at all there, you know. All right. Well, it's top of the hour, folks. If we're all done, we'll go ahead and close it down. Anybody else have anything? Anybody have anything else they want to talk about? If not, don't forget Toxic Talk tonight. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be looking at moisturizers and skincare products, and then the PCI training is tonight too. So for those of you who are on PCI,
That's right. Yeah.
There's just too many webinars. I'm cutting down.
Yeah, well, me too. I really have. You see, you haven't seen me on Bert's most days the last week or so, couple weeks. I just can't do.
Of course, I will keep Bert.
I can't keep up with everything.
I'm keeping you and Bert,
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
and
Yeah,
of course,
too much going on.
Well, that's it. You know, you have to pick and choose the things that are really important to you that you're going to do something with.
there's just way too many of them.
Hey, Bill, you and I need to chat too. So I'm gonna let's see. Let me Facebook. Can you do Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Let me messenger. Let me close this down and then just messenger you. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Or yeah, because I want to stop the recording. So I'm going to stop the broadcast. Here we go.